Every time an aircraft pushes back from a gate, a clock starts running. Not the flight timer, the cost timer. And what happens in the next 8 hours, or the next 2 hours, or the next 14, costs the airline operating that flight a number most passengers have never thought about and would probably find surprising. How much does one flight actually cost an airline? What is the single biggest expense? And why, after collecting hundreds of dollars from every passenger on board, does the average airline still make less profit per ticket than a cup of airport coffee?
The answer requires breaking a flight down into its individual cost layers, because an airline flight is not one expense. It is 15 expenses happening simultaneously, each one tracked, each one managed, and each one capable of turning a profitable departure into a loss if it moves in the wrong direction. Start with the largest single cost on any flight: fuel. A Boeing 777 operating an 8-hour transatlantic route burns approximately 2,900 gallons of jet fuel per hour. At a jet fuel price of approximately $2.20 per gallon, the benchmark used in McKinsey's flight economics analysis, that is $6,380 in fuel every 60 minutes. Over 8 hours, fuel alone costs approximately $51,000 on a single departure. That number fluctuates with every movement in the oil market. When crude prices spiked during the Iran conflict in early 2026, that same 8-hour flight became significantly more expensive without a single other variable changing. Fuel is 28.7% of total airline costs globally, according to IATA data, the largest single cost category by a significant margin, and the one over which airlines have the least control. This is why airlines hedge fuel purchases months in advance, why fuel-efficient aircraft like the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 generate better economics on the same routes, and why a fuel spike can turn a profitable quarter into a loss quarter within weeks. The second largest cost on any given flight is maintenance, and it is the cost most passengers never think about because they never see it. A wide-body aircraft like the 777 accumulates approximately $1,300 in maintenance cost per hour of operation. On an 8-hour flight, that is $10,400 being reserved. Not spent that day necessarily, but accrued against the eventual heavy maintenance check that comes every few years. The engine shop visit that costs millions. The airframe inspection that grounds the aircraft for weeks. Every takeoff and landing cycle adds wear to tires, brakes, and landing gear. Every hour at altitude adds thermal stress to engine components. Airlines track this down to the individual part level. Nothing in commercial aviation is left to chance. Maintenance is not a periodic bill. It is a continuous cost that begins the moment an aircraft enters service and ends when it is scrapped. Subscribe to Aviatales for more aviation stories. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. The pilots represent a cost that surprises most people by being lower than they expect relative to fuel and higher than they expect relative to what individual pilots earn. Combined salary, training costs, benefits, and regulatory compliance for 2 pilots on an 8-hour wide-body flight comes to approximately $6,000 per departure. That sounds like a lot until you divide it against $51,000 in fuel costs on the same flight. Pilot cost is real, but it is not the number driving airline economics in the way fuel does. What drives pilot costs at the airline level is the regulatory training burden. Type rating certifications, recurrent simulator sessions, medical examinations, and the requirement that both crew members maintain currency on the specific aircraft type they are authorized to fly. Passenger-related costs, catering, amenities, in-flight entertainment, and cabin crew total approximately $4,400 on a typical 8-hour wide-body flight. This number varies enormously by cabin class and route. Business class meals on a transatlantic service cost the airline between $50 and $150 per passenger, Economy meals on the same flight cost $8 to $20. The bottle of water handed out during boarding, the blanket in the overhead, the pillow in the seat pocket, all of it is tracked and costed to the specific flight. Airlines that eliminate economy meals on shorter routes are not being stingy. They are removing a cost that, multiplied across hundreds of daily departures, compounds into hundreds of millions of dollars annually.
Two cost categories bracket every flight at either end. Air traffic control charges, fees paid to the authorities that manage airspace across every country overflown, total approximately $2,000 on a transatlantic routing. These charges are calculated based on distance flown, aircraft maximum takeoff weight, and the specific airspace authorities encountered. A flight from New York to London crosses US, Canadian, Oceanic, and UK ATC jurisdictions, each billing independently. Airport charges at both the departure and arrival airports add approximately $5,000 more. Landing fees calculated by aircraft weight, gate rental, terminal access charges, and ground handling. These fees are why airlines make different profitability calculations for the same route at different airports, and why Heathrow's 41% fee increase announced in late 2024 generated immediate airline protests.
Add all of these costs together for an 8-hour wide-body flight, and the direct operating total reaches approximately $80,000 to $100,000 before a single passenger has paid. Then add the costs that do not appear on the flight itself: the overhead allocation for reservation systems, sales, marketing, administration, debt service on aircraft financing or lease payments, and the cost of the ground infrastructure at every airport the airline operates. These system costs can add 30 to 40% on top of direct operating expenses. On that same 8-hour wide-body flight carrying 250 passengers, the airline might generate $150,000 to $250,000 in ticket revenue, depending on the mix of premium and economy fares. From that revenue, subtract the $80,000 to $100,000 in direct costs, plus the overhead allocation, and the margin that remains is razor thin. IATA data shows the global airline industry generates a net profit margin of approximately 2 to 5% in good years. On a $200 ticket, that is $4 to $10 in net profit per passenger, less than the cost of the meal served in economy class. Every flight is a financial calculation running in real time. The fuel burning at a rate of thousands of dollars per hour. The maintenance accruing with every cycle. The crew costs fixed from the moment the pilots signed on for duty. The catering loaded hours before departure. The airport fees committed the moment the aircraft filed its flight plan. The next time you sit in that seat and think the ticket was expensive, the airline is thinking the same thing about everything it costs to get you there. If you want to understand how airlines decide which routes to fly and which ones to abandon, we already covered the full story of how Delta made its biggest hub decisions on this channel. That video is available right now. See you in the next one.